Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all elements. I am Lunar D8, and this is part 17 of Let's Play Danganronpa 2. Yeah, I just took a quick couple minutes to get the previous part uploading. It'll probably be uploaded in about 3 to 4 hours. So probably by the time I finish recording this part and put it to upload, the other part should have just uploaded. You know, it takes a while for that to actually do that. Okay, so everything seems fine at OBS. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yes, I'm double checking OBS over and over. Still checking it. I just closed. I want to check it again. Okay. So, I want to check OBS again. Everything seems fine. So...
Hello there. See? Well? Yep. Perhaps.
Okay. Guys, I think I broke.
Yo!
Did anyone else see Chiaki?
Listen well.
Guys, I think I'm broken.
Huh? Damn right. I wonder who's... Damn it. Hey!
Why am I the only one?
How unfortunate. Now then.
Why does this sound like the fucking dialogue out of the visual novel Saya no Yuta? Does Hajime have Fuminori disease? Why do I have Fuminori disease? Probably says Mirai.
Well,
One 11037. Leon! That was this number was a name written backwards by Saya. But that's Leon. That number means Leon. The 7's an L. It's backwards upside down. Leon!
please call me the ultimate hope.
Leon.
Hey,
Okay, let's go. Thank you for reminding me what island. Why is it snowing? What island am I on? Okay, pharmacy. Where am I going? I still think it's funny that Monami was saying burst open and mixed. You're literally referencing Vegeta when he transformed into the Great Ape in the Saiyan Saga at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
you are a boy, right?
Guys,
I'm gonna do it!
am I the only one?
Thanks for the food.
Guys,
Dumbass!
Young master for Yuhiko.
guys,
Shut up. This is your leader's order.
God, why am I...
What? In the name of my family.
Hajime. It's gonna be fine.
Well, I don't have any control over this. So many fucking references! And... the hell is this?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but
Huh?
Hmm?
Why does this feel like the ending from Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty? We live in the fucking Matrix? I don't know! Why is this kitty cat backpack called the Gamer's Backpack, but the achievement says abandon all hope? What is this, Dante's Inferno? Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. What? This doesn't seem like a very luxurious place for us to be in. What? Is Hajime Makoto? What is happening? Kuro? Or are you Junko? What is happening? Who is who? You know, I wasn't paying attention to that at all. What? Yeah, I wasn't looking at your hand at all, man. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I can't. What? I mean, if you got a hand transplant, then you would need time for the nerves to reconnect. So, are you Makoto that suffered a nervous breakdown, lost your hand, and then had Junko's hand fucking attached in its place? Your hand, the severed hand of somebody shouldn't have a personality. What, you have ultimate all talent? What is happening? Okay, we had a flashback. Was that Hajime's flashback? What is happening? Hey look, it's a Resident Evil door! I'm not controlling anything, by the way. I'm a passive observer, just like all of you guys. Well, I recognize this room. It's from the inside Hope's Peak Academy. But I think this is the room that was filled with fucking blood everywhere. You know, before the blood. Monokumo, is it you, man? No.
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast.
Well, this is the same visual you used in the first game. I'm glad I didn't play this game with the approach I had for the Perfect Apocalypse series, otherwise I'd have no fucking clue to anything. Where with that series, I played that trilogy game 2 first. Granted, I did play part 1 of episode 3 like a month or 2 ago or something, but not far enough for me to understand shit. I hadn't even gotten past episode 3 of, well, chapter 1 or 2 technically, for game 1.
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy, you guys! At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
What? Yep, this seems fucking familiar. Also, if anyone's watching this without having actually watched the first game, go watch the first game! Well, at least I played Game 1 recently, so I should be able to remember the layout of this. Since I'm trying to be able to get through all the Danganronpa games during my shutdown. But visual novel-based games like this take a long time to play. Especially since I spent the beginning of the shutdown just playing a lot of Isaac, and I'm planning to go back to that at some point. Though, I am looking forward to playing Soul Nomad and Human Farm, and whenever 30XX comes out of Early Access. As I said, I played one episode of that when it first came out in Early Access, then I uninstalled the game, reinstalled it, and I occasionally just booted it up to, download any patches or whatever. But I haven't played it since when it first came to Early Access, because I want to play the game in full when it's a full game out of Early Access as a blind Let's Play. What floor am I on? Well, I definitely recognize all. My Tamagotchi. I'm in the Hi. Why is it a snake every time? But I definitely recognize everything. I was not expecting this shit. I don't think anybody was. Okay. Hi,
Damn
guys.
right.
Yo!
What's going on?
That is...
Well, yeah.
At least I feel less alone because we're all in the same boat.
You. That's...
Of course not!
No, no! What?
lies.
I don't like this.
Fine, fine.
Don't fuck with me!
In other words,
Hey!
what's this? No way! Shing! Hey, are you sure about this?
That's right!
assume you're talking about Makoto and everyone, but still.
Hey!
Did Junko survive?
What are you saying?
It cannot be.
Hey, bastard!
I'm gonna do it!
Hey! Jeez. You serious?
However... Damn it.
Damn it.
So annoying.
Jeez.
All right!
Prepare yourself!
Like... Hey!
Okay.
Hey!
Even so.
Please do that more.
Whoa! Jeez. Man.
However... All right!
Jeez, you're pathetic. Huh. Later.
Yeah, I mean, there's no incentive for
Excuse
anyone
me?
to kill anyone. So we shouldn't have any more trials because there's no incentive for anyone to kill anyone.
Oh my! Miss Sonia!
I knew you could do it.
Fifth floor? Hi.
I am concerned.
Okay. 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 Understood. Okay.
Let's move! Hey! Hey! By the way, I got it!
Is this a Final Fantasy VII reference? Am I Cloud Strife? Where is my Buster Sword that I can use on you, sir?
Come on!
Are you gonna like sprout a fucking wing out of your back and be like dun 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 dun? Bells, frogs, big cherries, Tinkerbell, ham and cheese, Sephiroth. Hi.
What's going on?
This is that murder classroom. So damn awkward. Izuru Kamakura. Is that who I am? Are you fucking... So I was the ultimate skilled person, but then I'm the one who started the fucking apocalypse. Because I'm a dick. That was Junko. Or I don't... What? Danganronpa 0. Which I'm pretty sure is not a game. There's... From what I understand, you know, there's Danganronpa 1, which I already played in full. There's Danganronpa 2, which is this game. And I believe Danganronpa 3 is a sequel to this one. There's Ultra Despair Girls, which I believe is Makoto's sister and Toko, and it's supposed to take place in between the events of this game and that game. One. Does that mean? I don't know. Am I Izuru or am I the student who used to my advantage to start the apocalypse? So am I the mass murderer or the person who caused the apocalypse? Both are bad! You know, I remember that one thing where a giraffe was looking through a door, and right now the walls look like they're made out of giraffe. I'm trying to look at the fucking camera. I'm trying to leave! Already in there. This is the room of the killing. Okay, so they're making me go in a certain order. None of the lights are blinking. So remember the previous game, they'd be blinking if there was a body in there. But none of them are blinking. What is that face? Okay. Okay. Been seeing that a lot lately in the real world. Such as... That sounds terrible. That's even worse. Yes. That's probably going to happen anyway in the real world. Hopefully not. The whole world's going to become a fucking Rust server. Never actually played that game myself, but seen a few Let's Plays. Okay.
No way! What? Ooh. You sing. Carol.
I mean, that is the purpose of a school, right? To help you live a well-adjusted life to the fullest once you leave it, right? Trying to remember which one I did one originally. I chose wrong. Thankfully, there was no punishment or consequence.
Jeez.
Damn right.
Why is the wall a zebra?
No, no! What? Actually... Yes, indeed! Hey,
Don't fuck with.
Unbelievable. Hey, here.
Huh?
Huh?
You.
Hey,
But she's dead now, right? I saw her die at the end of the first game.
what? In other words... Of course!
2,357. That's, well, shit.
What'd you say? Damn it!
Why?
Bastard!
What? Hey, what?
Huh? Well, yeah. Hey. Like... So...
Right? Because I know in the first game, Junko was controlling Monokuma.
Bastard! No shit!
You know, all these truth bullets have me concerned. Are we having another trial? I feel like we're going to have another trial. Why do I feel like I want to look up hentai of Junko right now?
What are you gonna do? Ooh, how exciting! Well now.
We need to eat some donuts, man. Like, if you're seeing black spots like this, it means something's wrong with our fucking blood sugar, Hajime.
Based on my gut feeling.
It's just my gut.
Are you still conflicted with your constipation, sir? Is the music room first? Is there a person here? Seriously, if you ever see this shit in real life, your blood sugar is fucking with you. So, we were originally kidnapped and tried to protect us from this. And Nagito had, like, Junko's fucking severed hand attached to him.
know. Is it? I mean...
Huh? Are you serious?
I better not be the leader. I don't want to be the bad guy. Yep, it's all the people that went to the fucking island. Why has Hyoka Sayanaji on her own spot? Okay, my name's at least there. But why is Hyoka off by herself? Hello? Izuru Kamakura. But what? Let's name the one guy. You know, the one guy was probably just like giving this guy's name as a code name. No, seriously, the real name of the dude that was like the ultimate hope dude better not be me. I don't want to be the bad guy. So sit here, eat my peanut butter chocolate. Why do you look taller in this? And older! Yeah, she was short. Okay.
Huh?
No, that is Hyoka. No.
I mean...
What kind of parents would do that?
Man...
Wrong. What are you
Of course not!
Well... Today, I'm feeling what?
What's going on?
I don't even know anymore, man. Is OBS working? Of course, we're probably on third floor now. If OBS is not freaked out by all this shit. Good job, OBS. Hey, we're going to the rec center. Let's see if there's a person in the hallway down here. No. Well, I had to play the first game. I hear it. I feel like I got a fucking Retrovision bill and Isaac. I want to see if there's people over here. Or not. I have heard of an air hockey table, but I have never heard of an air pool table.
What's this? Hey, No!
Not what I was trying to click on. What? Why am I on the ceiling? Is anybody else here? Go this way. Let's see if I can find some. Thank you, people.
Based on my gut feeling.
Hey. Store is available. Hey, people. Okay, so library is in this room. Makoto Naege. Protecting the remnants of despair. So all 6 of us join. So the Future Foundation chose to protect everyone, including the remnants, which one was probably Nagito. The other one is probably me. Well, it's all about second chances, right? It does make me wonder, what the fuck could happen in Game 3? Especially since I'm expecting some little bit more of a twist. I've already guessed that I'm probably one of those remnants too. Okay, that's everything. This is not a classroom. This is on the first floor of the inn. I see you. Okay. Looks like psychotherapeutic communications. Synthetic virtual world. Well, that's a nice idea. That's a good safeguard. Yeah, it sounds pretty dangerous if misused. Yeah, that'd be my complaint if I was in the Matrix. They're like, it's like, you're in a synthetic world. I'm like, I'm calling bullshit on that. Like, why? Because this is a synthetic world. You know, there are not enough big titty anime girls and, you know, time for me to spend with my friends. I have to work too damn much. I feel dissatisfied with my level of superpowers, or how much time I spend with my friends, or most of all my family, especially a certain member of my family. And, well, definitely would like more dating. Also, that's a face of Junko on that fucking... That's a face of Junko right there, the ultimate fashionista.
Nice!
Now what?
Hiya!
Okay. This appears to be floor 1. My eyes! I can't. Ah! Sonia!
Well?
True, but it has its limits.
Huh? Oh my.
My eyes hate everything right now. Moderately better. Yeah. It's supposed to be Chiaki or Chiaru? Chiaru. Hi, Chiaru, or Alter Ego. Hi, Alter Ego. Are you telling me Monokumo's a virus? Well, the whole point of this program is to cure trauma. So obviously we're all like emotionally fucked up, and this is trying to be therapy. The whole point of the island trip was we need to collect hope fragments by interacting with each other and having happy interactions. So we can only leave after we had the happy interactions. Basically, therapy. The point was that we were supposed to be in a world where we couldn't remember the shit that traumatized us, so that we could live in a peaceful environment, interacting with each other, forming happy relationships, so that we would be able to cure and overcome the trauma. This is a wonderful idea that can also be horribly abused. Well, I mean, it's at least for our own good. But basically, we were all traumatized, and so they temporarily, like, they can't permanently delete our memories of the trauma, but they had us temporarily forget all our trauma, in the hopes that we would have a happy, fun time in the made-up world, which would count as therapy and also help us to cope with the bad memories when we had to deal with them later. Monokuma's obviously the fucking virus. Monitors. Yep. So, Usami and Chiaki were programs meant to keep us safe. A world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. So it's an AI based off the mind of Junko Enoshima. We're fighting Cyber Enoshima. Are we talking about... the anime Ghost in the Shell now? God in the Machine. Ghost in the Shell. Okay. Stop talking about multiverse theory. Fucking what is it? Quantum mechanics? Schrodinger's fucking cat? Ow, this hurts my eyes. Monokuma. If you do any more of this game needs to come with a fucking epilepsy warning. Oh, Makoto! I recognize that face. Well, outline. Makoto! What is this, the fucking Makoto theme? Makoto! Yeah, Saya. Okay. More than half the number of people. There's only fucking 5 of us. Yeah?
Say what?
It was you. I can't think of anything more weird than you, Monokuma.
anyway.
Okay. Want to check OBS. Everything seems fine. Wasn't there another room I could have gone in?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
This hurts.
Please enter the red
my
door located on the
eyes. Oh, right, the red door is the only door I could have gone. Right, okay. Yay, memory. You were saying about something hurting your eyes? You are getting sleepy. You are getting sleepy. You are getting horny. You love anime. Oh my god! My eyes. Okay.
Yo!
Damn right.
However,
Yeah, I get the point.
Hey. Damn it.
welcome! You.
Stupid fool!
Hey, hey.
Of course!
Huh?
Now then.
Okay. Graduate or repeat?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So I assume my role is you're going to make everyone super fucking sad about the outside world and about the memories that they forgot about their traumas. And I have to be the one to convince them not to want to repeat everything, right? Just like Bakuto had to be the one to convince everyone to have hope. I have to convince everyone to fucking bullshit.
In other words, then, no.
Shut up! Shut up!
What's this? That's right!
Damn it! Well...
No way!
He has to follow the rules.
That is...
So annoying.
You pissed me off.
I can't ignore that!
I won't forgive you.
What's this?
Of course, I have no fucking skills.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
I would say simulation, but that's not going to fit there. Okay, internet powers activate. Virtual. I'm supposed to spell out virtual. This shit is so fucking fast. Ah! I need an A. I need an
I got it! This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit? If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Yes.
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all in your minds trope makes you feel such cruel, but who cares?
I revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game!
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game!
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game!
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game!
Monokuma's nonsensical bit.
'Cause it's a game!
Don't fuck with me!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything... So, just force this closed space, this game world...
Just stop. There's no way.
Here's the thing, if it's Game
No way I'm
World,
gonna
does it mean the
believe
people
that.
that died, are they still alive?
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop people...
Please do not compare reality to
I mean, if this really is a... You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created... It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with it, which means your body still exists in the... But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
Avatars, but we are who we are.
Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars.
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from...
I see!
What was removed from us was our school.
We're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at hopes to... Don't talk like that!
And that's why Sayanaji was fucking tall as shit in that picture. Because she had 2 years of a fucking growth spurt. But it wouldn't make sense for her to forget her time in the fucking school if that also included the time it required for her to grow.
Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars.
We're still real people.
Like, how'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh my god, no. That is so much shit. Internet powers. List of subjects. Live that life.
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually live that life.
That must be it!
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping.
Yeah, of course those memories before, she's not gonna remember a fucking growth spurt.
There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize it?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
I actually saw it in the guide. Wasn't trying to look ahead. But I think I would have guessed Suicide Ego anyway.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange?
Our school memories. About how
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the future foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world. Are you saying we just...
I can feel my heartbeat. So what do you call these things I'm feeling?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
You're about to explain the people that died in the game. Their bodies are corpses floating in the virtual
So if
tank.
our brains believe something is real, it's no different.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Well, I mean, hell, there's even phantom limb syndrome. There's stuff that works back and forth with that stuff.
In a distant country, there was the prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room as the sound of dripping blood. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia, your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
Dude, there comes a time you have to stop ignoring the red flags.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth?
Placebo effect.
We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here.
So you went blind in an eye in real world.
So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
I don't know if I should be more bothered by the fact that someone built
Let's
a
see,
real
that
building
beach,
called
the
Titty
buildings,
Typhoon,
everything. It's all a virtual
or they
world
chose
created
to
by the Neo
replicate
World
a virtual
program.
Titty Typhoon. Now I'm imagining an actual storm that would be worthy of the name Titty Typhoon. I feel there's a hentai of that out there somewhere.
It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
I mean, that's basically how dreams work. I mean, I can even smell and taste things in my dreams. Monokuma, did you change the background? I understand you're making a point, but this hurts my eyes!
If everything's a lie,
Who cares if it's a lie? Hey, what are you getting at?
Yeah, I agree completely. I don't care if the world's a lie. If it feels real to me, that's all I give a shit about.
I mean, if this is really a game world,
then that...
Nope, they're all dead. They're all still dead.
that's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
One, even if they were still alive, they still experienced that pain. Two,
Yeah, just because they died in the... So...
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
why am I hearing peaceful Final Fantasy music that is about to be shattered by the fucking bear?
What's so funny?
This music is fucking peaceful. It sounds like this sounds like music that would be playing during a heartfelt scene between Cloud and Aerith.
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
What? Then... everyone who died...
Thanks for fucking the heartfelt moment, you bear.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so
They're
I can't say
vegetables.
it's a true death, but
They're
that's why it's
vegetables.
actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
You turned them into fucking hell.
Insane. They will never awaken again?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
I'm pretty sure.
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
You're the one who made it violent. They made it a way there was supposed to be no violence.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this. Then,
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then... we were taken out.
I see. So our...
No, I'm not even gonna. It's probably a New World program, but I'm looking this up.
The Neo...
Yep, it is Neo World program, killing game.
The Future Foundation, right? The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy's the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make it...
No, that's wrong. Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then, why is there killing going?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
And that's Monokuma!
Could it be that virus is...
Hi!
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe. Yeah, it didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monami.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change...
To keep us from hurting each other. Observer.
See! She was the observer of the Neo World program.
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of Observer.
NPC?
Non-player character. Character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait!
You've forgotten how to count.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Enough...
Chiaki.
I see! Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami.
Could it have been Chia...
Yeah,
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC? So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Even if she was just a program, doesn't mean she doesn't have a soul, man. She... As long as something's able to develop free will, an autonomy, an ability to make its own decisions, it's alive. So even if it's an AI, even if it's an artificial intelligence, even if it's a computer, even if it has no flesh or blood, if it can think for itself and make its own decisions, it's alive.
Then...
Nope, she was human. Just wasn't made out of flesh. Think of it like we're robots made out of fucking flesh and blood. She existed, just not in the conventional sense. But she was still real.
No, that's not it. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive.
Yeah.
Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
That's another thing. Not only is something real if it's real in its own eyes, it's real in my eyes. So that's one thing. If an AI is able to have thoughts and thinks for itself, it's real. Same way, if I'm able to acknowledge said AI as being alive, then it's alive. Because I acknowledge it as alive, it's alive.
Now that you mention it, you referred...
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the...
Do not joke about the world...
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Like, don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you...
Are you actually Junko, but as an
Before I
AI?
reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Main cast?
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What?
Who?
World?
Hello? Yes? Hi, Makoto.
It's not the Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.
I was happy to see you for a second, until you said those 3 words.
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy, and right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly... I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey!
Of course, I don't mind rescuing you guys, but before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in. Why do you think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program has another name. The Hope Restoration Program. By now, you should understand your true identity.
Our true identities?
Are you telling me that every single fucking one of us are the remnants of despair?
Are the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and trot who were the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. Who were the remnants of ultimate despair? If you put it together and think about it, you should be able to understand why you were put into the program.
We're all bad, so it's not just me. All of us! Byakuya was sort of a... Because while Chiaki was an NPC observer in the role of student, and Usami was an NPC observer in the role of teacher, the other 15 of us, including Nagito, all of us are the bad guys. So not only was the purpose of this to cure us of our fucking trauma, but to also rehabilitate us from being bastards. You know what? Because here's the thing, there's the whole concept of heaven and hell. One, even if you had a perfect heaven, think about human nature. You know, if we didn't learn anything or develop from our life here on Earth, then wouldn't heaven just become filled with war and all the shit that we do here on Earth? Because, I mean, just given human nature as we interact with each other, we're bound to start killing each other up in heaven. 2, you can't just remove human nature to where, like, you know, it's very important to human nature to still have things like pride, lust, greed, gluttony, sloth. Because at the same time, those allow us to interact with each other. I mean, could you imagine a paradise where you never experienced anger, sadness, where you never felt tired? I mean, even if you never physically got tired, you still need to go to sleep sometimes. You still need to have downtime. I mean, it's kind of like experiencing a little bit of pain. Now, granted, you still need to do things like training, doing push-ups, and all that. But yeah, if you have too much pain, it's, you tend to break people psychologically. It's not good for people. At the same time, if you had an absolute perfect life with no challenges whatsoever, I mean, imagine a child that was raised who never had to do anything for themselves, never had to face any sort of adversity, never experienced the tiniest bit of pain, never had a single scrape, cut, or bruise in their entire life. They would grow up to be a spoiled brat who would not place any value on life and wouldn't have any maturity at all. In the same regard, if you expose a child to things like war, famine, murder, or even more horrendous things, you end up with someone who is psychologically broken and becomes a threat to everything and everyone, most of all themselves. I'm not blaming them for that situation, I'm blaming the situation. Now, no matter what, human beings have a choice. Even if you are exposed to an overly positive or an overly negative life, it's still your choice how you respond to it. But of course, the environment you live in, the people you're around, and even the resources available to you very much drastically change. Because a lot of times what people consider to be fate is just the nature of the world you're in. Sometimes, especially those people out there who were placed in situations of war or famine, honestly, that world is so fucking stacked against them that the probability of them making a good choice is almost out of reach. It's never zero, but sometimes that probability of them making a good choice in their lives is so close to zero it might as well be. So sometimes that could be referred to as fate, where the circumstances limiting your choices and the things that are beyond your control are they're just too damn staggering. And it's unfair. It's unfair to those people. Because I know there's people in countries around the world that are dealing where there's like a famine or mass poverty or just like complete. I mean, you hear about it in the news all the time about places in, well, mainly the countries next to Russia, like Czechoslovakia or Yugoslavia, or the stuff going on in the Middle East, or stuff in Africa, or take Venezuela. It's just the people living in those countries, under those conditions, it might as well feel like it's fate kicking them in the ass. Because at the end of the day, what the hell can they do under such horrible circumstances? But I suppose the point of this is that, you can't have an absolute perfect world because it wouldn't result in good people. But at the same time, you can't expose people to too much of things because then you also break people. And even then, even if heaven's perfect, 1, it can't be absolutely perfect, and 2, even if it was, human nature demands that we are going to act out at times. It also means we have to have some ability to express ourselves. Because if human beings suddenly lose the ability to express massive amounts of, say, fear, anger, sadness, desire, at that point, doesn't that mean we no longer possess a soul? I mean, isn't that ability to feel those feelings that could be associated with negative and violent things Isn't that what boils down to us having a soul? Isn't that what it means to have free will? If we didn't have those thoughts, if say we all went to heaven, wouldn't that basically amount to no longer having a free will? I mean, if that were the case, that would mean everybody up in heaven is just a puppet, just a marionette. That at the end of the day, we're not human beings anymore. We're just toys. Because at that point, we don't have any choice about anything we do. We're just marionettes. And that doesn't sound like a utopia I'd want to live in. That sounds more worse than any of the dystopias you read about in horror stories or 1984. Because, I mean, at that point, if you don't have those feelings, like, you shouldn't be overwhelmed by them. Obviously, feelings like safety and peace and love and happiness and, curiosity and excitement need to be the most prevalent feelings in a good society where people are happy. But you still have to have some amount of anxiety and fear, some amount of pain, anger, and sadness. But it should be a minimal amount to it. Like, for the most part, like, say, fear, anxiety, pain. There should be some amount of that. No matter how wonderful a society is, you should still feel some amount of that stuff. But your most prevalent feeling should be safety, happiness, pleasure, happy, good feelings. Same way, you still need to be able to feel some amount of anger and sadness, but of course, the opposite of the happiness and just not being angry, all that. You have to have a prevalence of the happy feeling. But I'm just saying, a heaven where people didn't experience things like pride, lust, greed, gluttony, sloth, or melancholy even. A heaven where people did not experience things like fear, sadness, anger, pain, anxiety, or even the things that would be considered the deadly sins, like pride, lust, greed, envy, wrath, sloth, gluttony, even melancholy. You could go even further. At one point I wrote up a list of 200 deadly sins, where I became more and more vague as I went on. Hell, I made the concept of 820. But that's more so 8 absolute things that should never, ever, ever be allowed. And 20 sort of generalized ideas of things that are just you shouldn't do. Which I think I talked about that stuff in my very first live stream video. But I never did complete the 820 concept. I think I only came up with the 8 things that you absolutely should never, ever, ever be allowed, and should be the only reasons for which an existence should be snuffed out. Death. The 8 concepts that I feel should be the only reasons why an existence should be terminated. The only reasons why I think a life should be ended. The only reasons why I feel that a soul should be snuffed out. Now, I don't think I can remember the exact order I probably had that stuff in, but I think those 8 ideas I came up with, which I know I wrote that stuff down on a piece of paper somewhere. Heck, I think in that first live stream video, despite wearing a mask, I just felt so fucking nervous talking to a damn camera. But granted, part of that nervousness is just the fact that I'm a normally anxious person, plus the fact that I've just been living a very socially isolated life. Granted, I work quite a bit, and I can actually, despite severe fucking depression, I can actually come off as very happy in front of people at work. And I'm actually the person that's regarded as being very dependable and reliable, and I'm the person that's regarded as the most emotionally stable, happy, optimistic person anyone's ever met in their fucking lives. So much so that despite being severely depressed to the point that sometimes I'm contemplating slitting my throat and bleeding all over the fucking machines just to see people's reactions as I fucking splatter them with my own fucking blood. Not that I would. I wouldn't do that. Just thoughts do come to mind. Then again, I've been thinking those sort of thoughts since my earliest fucking memories. So, yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, since my earliest memories as a fucking toddler, that's been stuff I've been thinking about every single day of my life. And, well, certain negative situations in life make you think about that stuff more. But hey, I've found ways to cope with my own mind as well as the environment that tends to want to kick me in the fucking balls. But hey, I'm very much grateful that the horrible things that some people out in the world deal with, that's far beyond the stuff I've dealt with, that I don't have to deal with that. You might say, well, those people went through worse than you. Like, yes, they did. And you know what would happen if I went through that shit? I'd just be dead. I wouldn't have survived that stuff. If some of that other stuff had happened, I wouldn't have survived that. I've at least managed to cope with the stuff that has happened. So that's good. Going off on a tangent. Main point is I made a list of 8 things that are the only reasons why someone should ever be executed. The only reasons why anyone should ever be put to death. The only reason why a life should be ended. The only reason why a soul should be snuffed out. Now, the 20 concept was more so sort of like principles of suggestion. They weren't even necessarily, some of them weren't even necessarily ideas that were someone being something wrong. It was just an idea of how a person can approach something in life and how it could affect you negatively. But I only ever made 12 concepts for that. So I never even finished that because, hell, half my playlist consists of one fucking part. I just sort of hop around to whatever the fuck I feel like. But, same way I made a list of 200 deadly sins. Which, and like I said, if you look at the deadly sins, take lust. Obviously it's a sin in the regard that if you do something based off of your sexual desires that winds up hurting you or somebody else, that's bad. It's a sin. But it's a sin not because you're violating some standard of, morality or what somebody wants of you or what God wants of you. It's wrong because you're hurting yourself or hurting someone else. Namely, things like, say, rape, assault, having a child when you're not ready for it, or committing adultery, or sleeping with someone you shouldn't. I don't know. Basically, in ways that it hurts you. I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm just saying, first and foremost, I'd say it really should be considered a sin if you're doing something that's hurting you or hurting somebody else. Beyond that, it is a survival instinct. Feelings of lust would help to propagate the human species, as well as it helps to cohesively keep family units together. But going beyond that, even if you are in a heaven-type situation, where there is no need to propagate the species, there is no need to keep a family unit together because everyone's gone beyond that. At that point, it's mainly need for social stability and emotional stability. Especially say if you have somebody you love. Say if you have a wife or a husband or whatever. Could you imagine a world where you aren't able to be sexually intimate with that person anymore? Isn't the whole point... Granted, yes, there is the base enjoyment of such things, like, say, enjoying hentai and stuff like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. But going beyond that, especially in a marriage or something like that, or in a healthy relationship, sex is supposed to be I can't even think of the proper word of that, but a way of just... It's your emotions. It's supposed to be your emotional love and affection for each other. Two people becoming one. Two people having intimacy. Having a trust in each other. You're both at your most vulnerable So it should be an expression of how much you love and care about and trust and cherish each other. But I mean, more than that, could you imagine a world where no one's giving each other hugs or kisses or being just basically affectionate? Could you imagine a world without hugs? Hugs are important. I mean, granted, it matters who gives you the hug in the circumstance, yes. But I mean this, we all desire basic affection. Now, some of us more than others and all that, but at the end of the day, could you really call an existence heaven if you didn't have free will? Because at that point, if you couldn't feel things like anger or sadness, and if you weren't allowed to express them if you did feel them, that'd be fucking oppressive. That'd be more oppressive than the most dystopian novel you ever fucking read. Now, yes, no matter how much anger you feel, you shouldn't kill someone. And no matter how much sadness you feel, you shouldn't hurt somebody. But you should be able to feel those things, but you should also be able to have reprieves from those feelings too. Because at the end of the day, it's an issue of how much. And I think heaven and hell are good representations of how both extremes are fucking terrible. Because at the end of the day, could you imagine a world where you would never get a hug? You could never give a hug. And not all hugs are sexual. I mean, there's hugs you give to your friends, to your children, to your parents, to your siblings, to somebody that's in a time of sadness, that you're trying to comfort them so they feel that they're not alone. Or when you're sad and someone gives you that hug, so that you know that it's okay and everything will be okay. And to know you're not alone. I mean, at that point, hell, a world without hugs, even if it's the most vibrant, exciting world full of all entertainments and diversions and bread and circuses, a world without hugs, you might as well be fucking Happy Chaos from Guilty Gear Strive. You might as well just be a world where everyone's just locked up in a cell, unable to actually physically interact with each other. We're all just sending each other text messages. To where everyone's just in a fucking jail cell. Even if there's no violence, even if there's no pain. Even if you have other emotional diversions. If you're not able to give each other hugs, we might as well just be in quarantine from each other. In lockdown, unable to even touch each other. I mean, how fucking psychologically damaging would such a universe be? At the end of the day, we would all go insane. And we would all lose any concept of empathy or compassion for each other. Same way, pride is necessary. Could you imagine a world where you have no desire to achieve anything? Same thing with greed. I mean, at that point, what ambition would you ever have? Sloth, I mean, you have to have downtime. Even if your body never got tired. Things like pissing and shitting, having the occasional bouts of constipation and diarrhea, or nausea and a slight bit of vomit. Or what about this? What if your body never got dirty? What if your body never ever got dirty, no matter what you did? Or say if you had the power that if you could literally fall into a pit of mud and you could snap your fingers and all the mud and filth was gone. I feel it's still valuable to the human condition to be able to actually strip naked, go in the shower, feel the nice warm water, and actually scrub your body, or brush your teeth, or actually shit on a toilet. Hell, I feel like if we lost the ability to do things like being able to go shit on a toilet and piss and take nice warm showers, I feel like we wouldn't even acknowledge each other's existence anymore. Granted, some people would probably be able to get past that, but I feel like we wouldn't be as compassionate toward each other. Same thing, even if your brain chemistry is okay with not needing to sleep, I still feel like downtime is necessary. I still feel like changes of pace are necessary. I still feel being able to pursue individual interests, even if your interests change. And I still feel like necessary. Like, you don't want to be trapped in a place where you're like basically watching paint dry. But every now and then, it's nice to be like, I know sometimes if I feel emotionally overwhelmed, it's nice to just lay down in my bed with a couple fans pointed toward me in complete darkness and in complete silence and just stare at the darkness of the ceiling. At the same time, sometimes it's good to be able to watch TV. Sometimes it's nice to be able to sit out in the middle of a field watching the clouds go by. Sometimes it's nice in that same darkness just to be able to have headphones on and listen to music. And sometimes I'll listen to, say, Pokemon soundtracks, Infected Mushroom, heavy metal. Hell, even though I'm a Christian, I'll listen to stuff like fucking Cradle of Filth or Children of Bodom. And of course, my music taste is like stuff like, I'll listen to Pokemon, I'll listen to happy love songs, I'll also listen to techno, I'll listen to Korn, System Down, Disturbed, all sorts of cool shit, even Death Clock, whatever music. And sometimes the music I'll listen to might inspire me to feel angry, or sad, or even scared, or even might make me feel a bit paranoid, or might even have me with tears streaming down my face as I'm laying down there in my bed and just listening to music. And I'll just have tears pouring down my face. And sometimes the music will make me feel happy. Sometimes it'll make me feel horny. Sometimes it'll make me feel energetic. And sometimes it'll make me want to just go to sleep. And not necessarily a sad sleep, but just relaxed. The fact that music can affect us so profoundly. And here's the thing. You shouldn't just get rid of a certain color just because you don't like it. Things like fear and anxiety and pain have a value in the human condition. They are necessary for us to be who we are. But of course, they shouldn't be too much. They should just be used as accents. There are certain colors that should be primary, some that should be secondary, and some that should be tertiary. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I know that. Main point is this. Predominantly, people should have happy, healthy, normal lives. But they shouldn't be perfect all the time. But they should be as close to perfect as possible with just a few backsplashes of adversity. I'm just saying, a heaven where people didn't experience any pain whatsoever, it wouldn't breed good people. At the same time, if you had too much adversity, it would break us. And at the same time, if you didn't feel feelings or emotions, then it would be the same as if we had our souls ripped out of us. At the same time, if we still feel emotions like fear or pain, but we weren't allowed to express them, then that means that heaven would wind up being the greatest prison and torment imaginable, having all these emotions but unable to express or actually even feel them the way we're supposed to. At the end of the day, that would be suffering. I mean, and I'll say this, and hell would be the opposite of that, where it's just an overabundance of fear and of pain and suffering and sadness. So much so, a place like that would just fucking break a person. And that's the whole thing here. I'm trying to go, I know I have more to go with, but take Melon. Could you imagine a world where you never cried at all? Ever? Could you imagine a world where you never ate anything? Yes, you shouldn't be a pig and fucking eat constantly. And yes, maybe I eat too much out of stress to deal with and sometimes I'll eat stuff just because it tastes good. But could you imagine a world where you never ate or drank anything ever? Could you imagine a world where you never even lay down to take a nap, even if you were not tired, just to be able to have some downtime? Could you imagine it was just constant, move, constantly awake, constantly alert? I mean, I don't think that would be good for us as human beings. And I don't think that would breed us into healthy. I think we would just eventually become psychotic monsters, worse than any demon, any made up, whether it be the Warhammer stories, Dungeons and Dragons or even, actual biblical things. I think being in such a world where we were overexposed to pain or completely deprived of it, I think in the end, we would either turn into mindless, soulless fucking robots, or we would become horrific monsters. Or hell, we would even start to have fucking God complexes and start thinking that we are God. Like, at the end of the day, such an existence, whether it is hell or heaven, it would destroy us. And another thing is this. We have to have free will, but at the same time, you have a bunch of humans together that can do anything, think of anything. One of us is bound to do something. Like, even if we're in a perfect world up in heaven, as long as we have actual free will, somebody is going to kill somebody. Somebody is going to do something wrong. And I don't think we should have our ability to do so taken away from us. Because just because we have the ability to do so, doesn't mean that we will, even if we have the thoughts about doing so. I think having that capacity within us is one of the major things that defines us not only as human, but as actually being alive, as actually having a soul. I think taking the ability away from a person to do such a thing is to actually deprive them of having a soul. Now, if they are likely to do so, you should probably give them therapy, talk to them, try to help them out. Because at the end, all people should be at their core good people. But of course, sometimes people are exposed to too much pain. And that pain breaks them. But, again, I feel at the end of the day, if a person's just too harmful to others, that they should simply be removed from existence. There's no sense in torturing them. What's the point in that? What's the point of condemning somebody to hell? All you're doing is causing them needless pain. The only purpose should be, if they're going to harm others, remove that entity, so that way others aren't harmed. And even then, there should always be exceptions to the rules. Because nothing's ever set in stone. Nothing's... Like, every situation's unique. Every person is unique. Every circumstance and motivation is unique. So there should be exceptions. There should always be loopholes. And above all, there should always be kindness. Kindness should be the greatest thing behind everything we ever do. But like I said, a heaven that restricts people overly would destroy what humanity is. It would destroy us. It would be the same as destroying our souls. We wouldn't be alive anymore. Even if we lived for eternity in such a situation, could such an existence still be considered as happiness? Could such an existence even be considered life? Would we even be considered having souls anymore in that situation? I mean, to do such a thing would be to remove somebody's free will. And like I said, could you imagine a world where you wouldn't be able to give people hugs? I mean, everyone needs hugs. I mean, everyone out there needs lots and lots of hugs and affection and safety. Now, of course, you can't completely remove all possibility of an unsafe world, because at that point, yeah, you're just locking people in individual cells, even if it's for their safety, even if it's to protect them from the dangerous things in the world. At that point, you're isolating them and you're removing the possibility of happiness just because you're concerned about an overly possibility of fear. Now, there might be some people that would choose such an existence over the possibility of fear and pain. And that would usually be because they've been exposed to too much fear and pain. And because they've been exposed past their breaking point. But whether it's helping somebody past such a trauma where they have been pushed past their breaking point, or helping someone rehabilitate themselves from being a bad person, that's where this whole Neo world thing would be a good idea. Because where I'm getting is that apparently these 15 people, we're all the fucking remnants of despair. We're all the bad guys. All 15 of us are the bad guys. The purpose of this is we're put in here to not only overcome the traumas of the stuff that was emotionally and psychologically too much for us to cope with in order to be happy, but also for us to overcome, what was driving us to be the villain, so that we'd have happy memories together. And that's a good way to rehabilitate people. Remove the aspects that made them the certain bad person temporarily, so that they can interact with each other in a positive, happy way, so that when the negative stuff is reintroduced, and of course I would still say there are certain things, and there's a difference between that and lobotomization. Lobotomization, you're destroying what the person is. And this is a form of therapy. Again, lots of gray areas that honestly, no matter how much I think about it, no matter what I do, I am not qualified to define the limitations of said gray area, because at the end of the day, I'm just a human being, and again, I'm never going to be completely right about anything. All I can say is this. No matter anything I've talked about, not only in all of this all these tangents I've gone on, no matter through all of that, or even through any video I've ever talked about, or any moment of my life, even not in a video, above all, the most important thing that all of us should remember in every moment of our lives is that kindness should come first. Kindness. And if any point, any of us, including myself, if any of us are ever at a point to where we are no longer able to show that kindness, then it just means that we were exposed to a negative situation beyond our ability to cope. At which point, it simply means this. We need somebody else who's still capable of expressing that kindness to help us. After all, we're all friends, and we should all be there for each other. Okay, back to the game. I'm sorry I try not to go off the tangents, guys. But yeah, I made a list of 200 deadly sins, but eventually it became more of a list of... Oh shit! I tried to press the jump button. I didn't in time. But yeah, it was 200 deadly sins. Well, this is the final logic guide, more than likely. No wonder it'd be a little harder. But yeah, I made a list 200 deadly sins, but eventually it became more and more vague, to where it wasn't necessarily deadly sins. It was more to the point of being, what are things that could be characterized as... Oh shit, I have to answer things now. It went from being things that could possibly be categorized as sins, that I felt could be instincts, to eventually being, what are things that characterize as survival instincts? And eventually I became more and more vague, and I started listing off things as, what are things that are just traits of what it is to be human? And yes, I use things out of Full Metal Alchemist, or Bleach, or even other things, just sort of draw from as inspiration. But yeah, it started off with things that would categorize as sins, to things that would be categorized as survival instincts, and then it became more and more broad as things of just, what are just traits of humanity? Makoto. But yeah, Makoto and the others are the 15 survivors of the Hope Peak thing. That's why they were locked up by Kyoko's father. And we all actually put up the fucking seal shit ourselves. That being said, we 15 in this island thing. We are the 15 remnants of despair. We're the villains. We just had the memories that we knew we were the villains taken away, and we were supposed to have happy-go-lucky memories with each other so that we would rehabilitate. So when we remembered we were the villains, we would then decide that we didn't want to be the villains anymore. But yeah, we're the villains. What? Okay. Fucking goddamn it! Who are the remnants of despair? I would say Hajime. We are also the remnants of despair. Fucking bitch! Bitch! You're asking too much! This is not responsive enough! Both the game UI and my brain! Oh shit! I almost made that! Why does this remind me of Chapter 6 of Brave Fencer Musashi? Fuck! I mean, it's the final one, so it should be difficult. Why were Haji's split? To recover from despair. Basically, it was to help us deal with trauma and help us deal with, rehabilitation.
It's all coming together!
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys.
Why do you sound like a dick when you're saying this?
That's right. Not only are you...
You're also survivors of ultimate despair!
We're all ultimate despair?
Don't be stupid! In the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coup d'etats, and wars.
So we're all former terrorists, and you're trying to make us become Care Bears.
Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world. Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are.
That doesn't sound
The ultimate
fun at
despair
all.
Don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything, to burn everything, to kill everything. We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie!
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all ultimate despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing...
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles?
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Why?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
Kill us. Nope, internet powers. Kill us all. Well, no wonder he was negative. So he was just trying to make us all succeed, now he hated all of us. Yeah, kill us all. This is a shit ton of letters! I need an L. Guys? I don't see an L anywhere. There. I want this letter. I need the U. I need another U. Why is the U the only letter? What? What is happening? What?
I got it!
That's why he was such a fucking dick.
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, you learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair.
Why do you sound like you're talking down to us, Makoto?
And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that.
Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys?
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school, but it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
So is Monokuma going to reveal that he is Junko?
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair.
Honestly, I could see that. Like, if I met Junko Enoshima in real life, I would definitely enjoy talking to her. And if she was interested in a relationship with me, I would totally fuck her. And be her boyfriend. Probably shouldn't be a good thing to do, but I could definitely see me doing that, especially if she was being very nice to me and affectionate to me. Yeah, that's kind of the person I am. I tend to have a hunger for affection and people being nice to me. Particularly the affection part.
In order to remove that influence,
unfortunately,
it
turns out to be an easy way to manipulate.
restoration program.
That sucks.
Is that why you took away our...
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth.
So I'm the person who, like, I'm the ultimate despair. I'm the fucking person who started shit. Like, so apparently I'm the reserve course student that made, like, the other 2,300 something 7 people.
It appears you've remembered a little. Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
But, like, I feel like this whole thing would be an appropriate way to rehabilitate people from being bad people. That being said, this isn't a viable thing in the real world, because such things don't exist. Also, this could be so horribly abused in every bad way, too. I am looking up. Oh my god. Probably Vision of Nagato. Vision of Nagato destroyed your own bodies.
There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family.
That's terrible.
You even destroyed your own bodies.
I want to hear the rest of this conversation, though.
How can you say we did all that?
We're being tricked.
We're being tricked by the Future Foundation!
Boobs!
Doubt, hope. How much despair is within you guys?
There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family.
That sounds awful.
And you even destroyed your own body. That must be it.
That memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world. What Nagito did was... He cut off his own arm. And transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm.
What did you say?
He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within him.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
Well, I definitely would have a problem with that.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
Are you referencing Soda Man?
It's too soon to feel sick. That's not even the worst thing the ultimate despair.
What else could we have done? That doesn't look healthy at all!
Bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation.
I just would consider starving myself because I'm a fat ass. And maybe I'd like to be a little healthier, but at the same time I really like to eat and it helps me deal with stress.
Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them.
That's terrible.
Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair?
That was probably Fusayuki. I can't pronounce the small gangster dude's name.
And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead
Oh, come on! That's fucking gross!
Just stop!
That's just a bullshit story. That's all.
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling, but there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
But I do agree that this is a good way to handle rehabilitating people from becoming... At the same time...
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created, too.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation.
That's why Mekon freaked out, because she remembered who she... Wait. Does that mean Mekon's beloved was Junko? And she became the way she did because she remembered Junko?
If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So, you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success, even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope fragments. Nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here.
I'm just waiting for the fucking teddy bear to turn into Junko. Also, I know there's a Danganronpa 3. What the fuck is that story gonna be?
That's why. All you need to do is choose graduate.
If we do that, we can get out of here?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
It is at least a choice. I feel it would be morally wrong if you forced a soul to do this, but I think it's absolutely amazing and a wonderful thing to give a soul the choice of doing this. But I think forcing is wrong. But you're not forcing. It's essentially a choice. You allow your past self to live, get some experience, find out about what your present or future self is like, and then you have a choice. Do you accept the way that future self turned out, or do you want to try to correct that mistake?
Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars died?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
Damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Please take a look at this flip book for a quick rundown of your options.
Okay.
If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
Still dead in real life.
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that? Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe... What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever!
Honestly, that wouldn't sound too bad. Just living on a tropical island with some pretty girls. The only problem is you, man. Like, is he still gonna have the power to make us kill people and blow shit up?
Don't be ridiculous! If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap!
I think we're past that point, man.
Is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
It's not sacrificing, they're already dead. There's nothing we can do for
You're
them.
asking that now?
I mean, they're already
If
dead.
we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
I'm given a choice. Save. Saving again. Still gonna look up on the internet. So I'm supposed to select the ellipses option. But I saved, so you know what? Let's click get out. What happens if I select this?
Is it going to end here? Without seeing the truth or the future?
Oh. What if I do this?
Danganronpa.
Okay, we're gonna go back to that, but real quick.
I'm sorry. I tripped again.
Just wanted to stare at this for a while. Still want to keep looking. Like I said, I will never forget this picture. And for that, I am very grateful.
I'm sorry. I tripped again.
I just noticed. It says spread eagle. It even says it right there in that picture. The left side of this Polaroid straight up says spread eagle.
I'm sorry. I tripped again.
Yep, gotta be thinking about that a lot.
I see! Wait, we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange? You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto!
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. As I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Right, that. Right, they were like, why are you defying us by...
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
How do I have 7 rounds in a revolver?
Bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right? The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
No, that's wrong! Hold on! Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation? Then how do you explain your actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you. In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair, which clearly contradicts what this person is saying!
Huh? Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma, those clues we found were all real, right?
Yes!
Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie!
I'm not asking you! I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
Okay. No!
I can't hear you!
At least this is better than the one Danganronpa one. That one was a lot harder.
What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you!
I'm trying to hit it
All
correctly.
riled up! What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you. What? What do you want? That's impossible! Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? I'm not listening! Sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! I can't hear you! Better luck next time! What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up! You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me—
This is the end! Makoto Naegi, that's who you really are. Then tell me this, why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle? 11037.
What was...
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, you... Where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out.
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track!
He just... Hey!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right?
Then... that was just the work of Monokuma. Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just want to kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
I want to double check OBS. Everything seems to be totally.
That fake was trying to get us out to the real world. Then that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
Man, they saw right through me! I may as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did you set?
Hey, if you know what's good for you, you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed! This isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
What game? This game is already over!
This game is over? No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no way this can end before I've even transformed!
Transform?
A transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game?
Final Fantasy.
You know what game I'm talking about?
Yeah, Final.
Don't say it!
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll skip the second and third forms.
This is a Frieza reference!
My final form!
This is a Frieza
You better
reference!
not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and
Why are you
you're stuffing
referencing
out.
Frieza? But you're gonna change it to Junko Enoshima, aren't you? This is definitely a DBC style power-up scene.
Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories!
For some reason, this makes me think about how much I want to play with Akane's memories.
I'm gonna die!
This is just reminding me of Nekomaru's constipation. This is where the budget for the game went. Are you a giant, Junko Enoshima? What cup size are you? Yeah, I'm just staring at your boobs. And now I can see your cleavage. Okay, fuck! This was very unexpected. Like, where the hell is the third game gonna go?
What? What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
I know anything goes here, but this is clearly not fucking okay!
You know what? We'll go and call this a part. Hope everyone out there had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.